What's going on, y'all? This video literally just got recommended to me, so I was like, I gotta make a video for y'all. This is a double upload type of day. A Ferrari chase of a national wanted fugitive. Let's get right into it. You don't see too many Ferrari chases.
On August 27th, 2024, St. John's and Flagler County Sheriff's Office in Florida were alerted to a stolen
That
Ferrari
bitch was stolen
located via a license plate reader. The Ferrari 488 Spider, worth around $300,000, was reportedly stolen at gunpoint 3 days earlier by two teenagers in Cranston, Rhode Island. Interestingly, a post-event police report from Florida mentions the prior events that unfolded in Cranston Police Department in Rhode Island. They meant to type Cranston, but Florida officials may have misunderstood a Rhode Islander pronouncing Cranston Police Department in their famed accent. The report details that the teens allegedly broke into an acquaintance's home around 3 o'clock in the morning wearing ski masks.
This is just showing y'all, you can't really trust exactly who comes and goes from your house, whether you meet him for the first time or you've known him for a while. You really don't know a lot of people's true intentions until it really shows, like in this case. They probably were linked. They were probably friends. I mean, not family, because he said acquaintance. But, man, be careful who you have around your house, around your kids, around your, your values.
And held up an adult couple who were home with their two kids, demanding keys to the Ferrari and a Corvette, though they apparently only took the Ferrari because the Corvette was not at the home at the time. One teen drove it to Florida and was caught on the license plate reader camera and found to have stopped at a Circle K gas station, used his debit card to purchase gasoline and a beverage, and then left the gas station as the sole occupant of the Ferrari, while the other teenager was nowhere to be found. The Ferrari's high speed, which can reach over 200 miles an hour, made it difficult for officers across several states to apprehend the teenage driver without risking serious bodily harm. News reports indicate the Ferrari was involved in chases out of Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, and possibly other states before this pursuit in Florida began.
They still want to shut down. FHD helping with that. They're advising that the male is armed and dangerous. The male is armed and dangerous.
Charlie 221, it just passed at 298 southbound US 1.
Anything authorized 1031 Charlie 222, you got me.
FHB's in front.
Monitor all units. St. Johns County has patched the channel.
St. Johns County units. I need multiple units at US 1 and 95, and then I need probably 6 or 7 units on the interstate in the area of the county line. I'll be with Malu and a couple others to make that happen. Do you have any units behind?
Bro, they have the whole department on this guy, man. It's crazy. But it's a crazy situation. A stolen Ferrari? It's crazy.
I believe it's involved in a home invasion robbery. We've chased it all the way from 210 to you guys. He's extremely single 12. He's been doubling back. He's been made it to the interstate every time. We have units set up on 95. Do you know where you guys last saw him?
I had eyes on
this guy gonna do some numbers when he get caught.
FHB was behind it as well.
I'm gonna say like between 10 and 20 years.
Now that the course of the pursuit has been confirmed, this officer packs up his stop sticks and jumps in his cruiser to assist on the road.
613, let's get sticks at the exits for the on-ramp. Here's one occupant.
Coming up to Palm Coast Parkway.
613, the pursuit's authorized. Have the units behind the vehicle identify themselves.
Westbound Palm Coast Parkway.
Over the ramp.
Why do I see a lot of officers like with the... Oh, shit.
This extremely determined officer appears to have slammed into a curb while attempting to keep up with the Ferrari. Based off the street signs and vehicle orientation shown on his body camera, it appears he hit this curb, likely avoiding civilian vehicles that blocked him in the actual lanes of the road.
Stick to Brushwood. And the Boulder Rock.
Stick to Brushwood, please. Stick to Brushwood.
Along with our open records request, we obtained red light traffic camera footage. Utilizing Google Earth and footage frames to estimate distance over time, we estimate the Ferrari is traveling between 110 and 130 miles per hour.
We're coming up to Delta.
Does that got a V10 or a V12 on it?
This has to be now westbound. Showing south of Delta, south of Delta.
Ooh, shit. Bro, fucking ad, bro. Get this weak ass ad out of here, bro. Let's get this shit.
It's Whiteview and Royal Palms ASAP.
Need someone at Whiteview and Royal Palms for sticks.
Southbound Belfast, Bassett Cypress Point, signal 12, high rate of speed. 61-3 is a fireflight on it.
They had to get the Mustang
Fireflight
out
is
there.
a specific helicopter utilized in this area of Florida. It can be used for fire suppression, emergency medical transportation, search and rescue operations, and in this case, law enforcement support. The Flagler County government website sources that the helicopter has a top speed of 150 miles per hour. Notably, the Ferrari can reach over 200, though it would only win the race on unimpeded roads.
Firefight hasn't launched yet. They were
Yeah,
getting ready.
the only way you can really win that is a straight line.
Now for passing Pine Lake,
If you go
225.
into like neighborhoods, that got you. I think that's a thermal, but I mean, there's no point in a thermal if it's...
According to news sources, Flagler County established a real-time crime center in spring of 2020, giving officials access to live feeds of street cameras, public school surveillance systems, government buildings, and public parks. Sources indicate they've even built a database of privately owned security cameras in case officials need to access footage soon after a crime takes place. This system has invoked relief for some, while stoking fears of Big Brother in others. But in this situation, the system has proved its worth in monitoring a high-speed chase that both aerial and ground vehicles struggle to
Low-key,
keep up
that's
with.
scary. I'm not gonna lie. It like watches your every move. I don't know. It's good for catching bad people. Shit. I don't know, motherfuckers looking at me all day. I don't know. Except y'all watching this video. I
Whatever the unit's on, you're going to line if it goes that way.
Yeah, firefight is launching. Firefight is up in there.
He's trying to get back to the interstate. Let's get sticks at 195. 226 already has it set. Let me get over here at the county line on 195. I've got these sticks right here at Full Palms. Where's he at? 605. Make sure we got units at Whiteview and US when he possibly went down with the wheel to head back towards Whiteview. Did he not pass Full Palms? So far, we have no confirmation he even passed Whiteview. He just went down Richard or Parkview. We're trying to review footage.
This traffic is crazy. There was like, man, there was like no traffic up there. Man, that got, man, first gone.
615, I'm westbound, Whiteview from Whiteville, headed towards
It's
US.
gone, dude.
Can we get an ETA on Firefly, please? It's in the air. It'll be, it looks like. 746, I came up from Belvedere, 199 feet capacity, all the way around home. After he passed the school southbound, we just reviewed, he never made it to the Whiteview.
I wonder how, like, because it's a teenager driving this car. I wonder how he's thinking while driving away. He's probably like, I'm fucked.
Intersections to stand by until we determine what direction he's going. 615, I went from Belvedere, Whippoorwill, Whiteview to Woodbury, and I'm on Pine Lake now, 1096 so far. Firefly on 123.025.
Firefight, we copy.
You gotta think from the kid's
We're
perspective,
reading
like,
Whiteview again. He was going so fast through the school
oh
area.
man, he's so cooked when he gets, well, to be fair, he's a teen, so he could get a lesser time, lesser
Did
sentence,
you
you
see
know what I
a
mean?
light blue car like a Ferrari come through here? Yeah. No blue car? Okay. Okay. Thanks.
We have a name on the suspect.
Yeah,
Logan.
Buster.
Unpronounceable. Pleasure. And Johnson Costa. We'll look up the names now if you think local ties. You copies on this channel. We need some updated locations.
Firefight, we copy on this channel. So we give Firefight an updated location if we have one.
We do not. Last seen in front of Belterre. Going on probably 12 minutes.
Did you guys see any blue Ferrari come down this way?
He was flying, man.
Yeah. He's around here somewhere, just so y'all know.
What they gonna do?
Yeah.
He's not trying to hit anybody. He's trying to
A
get
police
out.
report vaguely indicates that through, quote,
He's trying to evade
investigative
y'all.
means,
He's not trying to
officers
hit nobody.
identified a known associate of the suspect who lived in the neighborhoods the Ferrari apparently vanished in. Additionally, news reports indicate that the thermal visuals from their aerial camera showed that there was a hotspot
Hey,
behind
I
the
told y'all.
associate's home. It wouldn't take long for officers to
I
discover
told y'all they
that
had thermal.
heat
I know it was
signature
at
was
night,
the
but
Ferrari itself,
like he's
which the
saying,
teenage
heat.
suspect allegedly covered with a red cloth in the backyard in an attempt to hide it from authorities.
Man.
The moment of apprehension wouldn't come until a few hours after officers lost visual of the Ferrari on Belle Terre. The body cam footage we received begins after officers handcuffed a resident of the home who is an apparent acquaintance of the alleged Ferrari thief's cousin. It is unknown if this acquaintance was aware of the alleged criminal activity at this time.
You got a free hand? That's his.
Is there, you're saying there's somebody else in the house, right? So I'm on the
While some officers question this seemingly uninvolved tenant of the home, others assist in surrounding the house in hopes to safely draw Jonathan out.
I'd be pissed, little kids, if they took me out my own house and I didn't do shit. I'd be so mad. What the fuck y'all got me in cuffs, man? I didn't do shit.
Is that the one that's in there right now?
Like, I've been literally.
Hey, do you know if there's any guns in there or anything? Do y'all have access to any weapons in there?
All I know is like a BB gun in the back. That's all I know.
Okay, you don't know anything about any other guns or anything?
To the back of the house or the back of the
Any animals in there?
Two cats.
Is this dude crying? You didn't do shit.
Where the sunroom is.
This guy, what's the other guy's name in the house?
Jonathan?
Jonathan?
Yeah.
Okay, what's his intent? How come he didn't come out with you?
I don't really know too much. I was really confused when he came here. All I know is that he's my friend's cousin.
How was he acting?
And he was acting like, nervous, and he told me that he was like...
Alright, man. You already said too much.
White shirt, black pants.
You said way too much, man. All you gotta say is, I don't know, man. All you gotta say is, I don't know.
Jonathan appears to follow all commands and shows no signs of resistance.
He's advising his name is Jonathan Costa. Where's Logan? He's not here. I have no idea where'd you drop him off? He's not here. He's not in Florida. All right. Escort him back. Am I having drops to Rhode Island? I have no idea. We got charges all across the East Coast. All right.
I shut the radio off.
All right. I'm gonna turn the air on back.
You don't think there's anybody else in the house? Did you go through the house? Would you know if there was anybody else?
There's nobody else. There's nobody else.
This dude's only
Compared to
fellow.
many of the suspects that officers encounter in high-profile cases, Jonathan seems overly calm. In fact, for multiple hours, he appears to be sleeping in the back of the cruiser while officers attempt to clear the house to ensure Logan is not within.
Alright, we ain't gotta see all that, man. Come on.
What's that?
I think he's telling the truth or not?
I don't know, dude.
You never know, man.
Hey, what's up, buddy? My name's Deputy Arnold, I'm with the Sheriff's Office.
What's going on, man?
I might talk to you about what's going on. I'm just gonna ask you some safety questions. Is there anybody else in the house?
I don't think so. My buddy's friend was there. I don't know where he went.
What's his name? Now listen, understand that I do know some information.
No, I understand.
So,
I'm not trying to lie to you at all. I really don't remember his name.
You're not telling me the truth.
Why
And
am I not telling
listen
you?
to me, buddy. Listen, just work with me here. There's information that I know, and I'm not talking to you. I don't care about what happened right now. I'm talking about the safety of my deputies that are going to go into that house right now.
There's nobody in that house that you should be afraid of or concerned
Well,
for.
you say that, but I mean, is there any weapons?
I'm
in the
not
house?
dangerous. We never had a gun. We never had.
We. Don't say we, man. Just say you.
Like I said, I'm not
sorry
saying
for
you
you.
did. I don't know. But I know that there's a kid with you, and you're describing him, and he's not matching
You said
the
we.
description that you're
No, he's not here. He's
Where
not
is
here. He's in Rhode Island.
The kid that came out of the house first.
Yeah, that's who lives there.
And his name is?
I forget.
Listen, man, I'm not saying that, listen, you're not
I
getting
really,
it.
I really can't
So
remember
you're
his
saying
name
there's
right now.
nobody else in the house?
No, there's not. I'm my mother's life. There's nobody
Okay,
else
are
in
there
the
any
house.
weapons in the house?
There's no weapons in the house. I don't have any weapons. I never had a weapon.
I'm not saying you specifically. I'm
I got
saying
you.
in general. Because you were with somebody else.
Yes.
So that's the person I'm interested in. Where is that person?
He's in Rhode Island. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I was gonna return that car to his other house. That's what I was going to do. I swear to God, on everything I love, I was gonna return that car to that man's other house. I swear to God. I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But
making statements about it, so I'm just going to read you Miranda rights so that you
Okay,
understand.
I know.
Yeah, he already too deep in, man. You said we. You already got the other dude.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to continue talking to me or answer any questions or make a
None
statement?
of that. Anyone can say, "Oh, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back." You ain't taking this shit
Officers
back.
enter the house to
You're
clear
gonna
it.
sell it on
It
Facebook
appears
Marketplace
Jonathan
for
was
30K
telling the
as a
truth as
striker.
Logan was
Come on,
nowhere
man.
to be found. Officers ensure Jonathan is comfortable throughout the search, and he appears to reciprocate the politeness every time.
Air back on.
What's up?
Says the air coming out back here
Yeah,
for you?
it's on. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Just check on it. He's still okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Still doing okay back here, man?
Yes, sir, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Man, come on, bro. These ads, dude.
Manscaped has the
Ads are
perfect
terrible.
gifts for that special someone's.
Hey, bro, real quick, what's your first name? Huh?
Jonathan Costa.
Jon.
J-O-H-N-A-T-H-A-N.
What's up, man? What's up? Alright, you good, right? You don't need medical attention. You're hurt.
No, I'm good, man. Thank you.
Alright, I'm only asking because you're like talking quick and you're like.
I'm sorry, I was like.
I know if you're
didn't
sleeping,
sleep
you're
at
waking
all.
up. I'm just asking to make sure you're okay.
AC's hitting you and all that?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
They read you Miranda, right? Are you gonna talk to me or no?
Not really. I mean, what's the question, man?
It's a yes or no question. You read Miranda. You realized your rights. That would be the first time you didn't want to talk to us. For him to give you one more opportunity to talk to me before we go down to jail. It's a yes or no. It's simple. I'm not gonna.
You're going to jail regardless.
Come at you. Just yes or no. Do you want to
Don't
talk?
say nothing.
I'd rather.
There you go.
Okay, no worries. We're gonna switch cars real quick. Just step out for me. Face his car.
That's the best answer.
For his case in Florida, Jonathan faced charges for 1 count of grand theft auto and 1 count of fleeing law enforcement at high speeds with wanton disregard. After initially submitting a plea of not guilty, Jonathan submitted a nolo contendere plea in Florida, meaning he would not admit guilt, but he would agree to be charged as if he were guilty. His grand theft auto charge is listed as an announcement of no information. This is likely due to the actions of the charge stemming from another county outside of Florida, where he will face the charges at that time. His fleeing charge resulted in a 270-day jail sentence, which came with 35 days
Not
of jail
even a
credit.
year?
He is expected to be released from Flagler
That's
County Jail in
crazy.
April of 2025. He also must pay over $750 in court fines and fees.
Bro, he had the
However,
whole
this is far from
state
the end as far
of
as
Florida on his
consequences
ass,
go.
and he
In
only
Rhode
get
Island,
not even a
Jonathan's home
year?
invasion accomplice Logan is facing charges for 1 count of using a firearm
And a
while
stolen
committing a crime
vehicle?
of violence, 2 counts of conspiracy, 1 count of breaking and
Yep.
entering when resident
Why did
is
the other
on
dude get
premises,
that?
1 count of first-degree
If it was
robbery,
a duo.
1 count of burglary, and 1 count of assault with a
Oh,
dangerous
he's
weapon in
cooked.
dwelling house. Jonathan will likely face the
That's
same
what I was about to
charges
say.
once he is released from Florida's jail system and processed in Rhode Island. Currently, court records indicate that Jonathan is facing well over a dozen Rhode
Bro,
Island
he's
traffic
cooked.
violations, including driving with a suspended license for his 3rd offense, speeding by, going 133
School
miles an
zone
hour,
charges,
overtaking on the
probably.
left, overtaking on the right, aggressive driving, driving with his lights when they were required, disobedience to traffic control devices,
Oh my
disobedience
God,
to
they
police
threw the book at
officers,
him.
leaving the lane of travel, land
Holy
roadway
shit, they-
violation.
bro, he got
charge
a
that likely
Bible
came
list
from
of
Jonathan
fucking
passing a car in the
charges.
right lane, clearance for
my
overtaking,
goodness.
indicating Jonathan allegedly passed a vehicle in a 2-lane road
Oh
going
my
towards
goodness,
oncoming
sir.
traffic, use of breakdown lane for
Bro,
travel,
how many
following
charges
too
is this?
closely to the vehicles
Like
in front
50?
of him, failure to use his turn
Oh
signal,
my
failure to
God.
maintain reasonable and prudent speeds, and driving in conditions that required reduced speeds, likely because it was raining during the chase in Rhode Island. More are likely to come from Connecticut,
Oh my
New
God,
York,
he's
and
cooked.
possibly other states along the East Coast. This isn't the beginning of Jonathan's criminal record, as he also faced previous charges for firing a gun in a compact area,
Oh,
simple
he's
assault
cooked.
or battery, and reckless driving in Rhode Island. For all
15
cases
years
involved in
minimum.
this video, every suspect is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Regarding the entirety
They might
of the
drop a couple of
situation,
those, I'm
Cranston
not gonna
Police
lie.
Major Todd Patalano said, "This was a difficult case in order to apprehend the suspects because of their reckless disregard and
Oh my
dangerous high
God, they got
speeds
the
over
fucking
130 miles
major
per hour to
of the
evade capture,
police.
putting all law
Oh, he's
enforcement and
cooked.
the innocent motoring public at risk, along with
He's so
being
cooked.
armed and dangerous."
Well, I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. If y'all mess with this video, make sure you subscribe, give it a like.